Hi everyone, it's Ian here from Crack Maths, back here on our series of everything you need to know for your functional skills level 2 maths. And in this session, we are looking at how to simplify fractions. Okay, so before we get started on this, I want to quickly just introduce fractions and talk about equivalent fractions. So if we look over at the board, we can see a rectangle. Now, if I divide this rectangle down the middle, I've created two parts. I'm going to shade one of them in pink, and that section we're going to refer to as a half, okay? We write a half as 1 over 2, okay, because there's one part that's shaded out of two potential parts. So this fraction is a half. This fraction is actually written in its simplest form because there's no easier way to write down 1 out of 2 than 1 out of 2. Right, now, let's imagine, well, let's not imagine, let's divide this line in two again. Okay, so I'm going to put a line through the middle. And now what we can see is we have two shaded parts out of four. The size of the shaded area has not increased. So 2 out of 4 takes up the same amount of space as 1 out of 2. So we say that these fractions are the same. If you wanted to, you could also test this on your calculator to check that they give you the same decimal. So 1 out of 2 we know will be 1 divided by 2, which equals 0.5. And 2 out of 4 would be 2 divided by 4, which also equals 0.5. So we know that these two fractions are the same size. Right, let's add some more lines in. Let's say I divide both of these lines by 2 to make 8 equal parts. So now I can see that out of the 8 equal parts, 4 of them are shaded. So now I know that 1 out of 2 is the same as 2 out of 4, and it's the same as 4 out of 8. Okay, now lastly, I want to divide these parts into threes. Okay, so I'm going to put two lines here. Well, I'm going to put two lines there, and I'm going to put two lines there. So here we go. We can now see that we've broken the shape down into 24 small squares. Now, if we count the squares that are shaded, we can see that we have 12 shaded squares out of 24. Okay, so we now know that a half is the same as 2 over 4, which is the same as 4 over 8, and is the same as 12 over 24. So these are all equivalent fractions. But the half is the simplest form because it's the half that has the smallest numbers. So there we go. Now, the key thing to remember about equivalent fractions is the way that you can work them out without doing a drawing like mine is by identifying the number that the top and the bottom of the fraction have been multiplied by to get the new fraction. So for example, if I look at 1 over 2 equals 2 over 4, I can see that the top and the bottom have both been multiplied by 2. If I take 1 over 2 equals 4 over 8, I can see that the top and the bottom of the fraction have both been multiplied by 4. Now let's look at 1 over 2 equals 12 over 24. So here I can see that the top and the bottom of the fraction have both been multiplied by 12. So what we want to do today is to find the simplest form. So we need to look at the fraction that we're given and see how we can work backwards. So for example, if we were given a 12 over 24, how are we going to get back to 1 over 2? And the way that we do that is we just look for the things that we can divide both the top and the bottom by that are the same. So for example, if we said 12 over 24, well, they're both even numbers. I know I can halve them both. So 12 over 24 would equal 6 over 12. Then I could do the same again. 6 over 12 could equal 3 over 6. Okay, 3 over 6. I recognise that both these are in the 3 times table. So if I divide both the top and the bottom by 3, I'll get to 1 over 2. And there we go. So we've got from the complicated fraction to the simplest form. Right, let's have a look at another example before we look at some questions. So this time I've got a new rectangle. Well, actually, this one's a square because it's 6 by 6, so both the sides are the same length. We call it a square. I'm going to divide this one, first of all, into 3 pieces, okay? Now, I'm going to shade one of them. So this one piece that we have shaded, this is a third, or 1 over 3, as it's one piece shaded out of 3. Now, I'm going to divide this shape in 2, okay? So I'll draw a line down the middle, and now we can see that we've got 2 shaded pieces out of 6. Remember, it's the same proportion. The shaded area has stayed the same, so these fractions are the same size. And remember, if you're ever in any doubt, you can check this on your calculator by just working it out. So if I go here, 1 divided by 3 equals 0.33333333. And now if I try 2 divided by 6, that also equals 0.33333. So there we go. Right, let's put in some more equivalent fractions that are equivalent to a third. So we've got 1/3 is equal to 2 over 6. Right, now let's divide all of these pieces into 3. So now I can see I've got 18 pieces in total, and 6 of them are shaded. So now I know that 1/3 is equal to 2/6, which is equal to 6/18. And let's test let's test 6/18 on the calculator. So 6 divided by 18, 6 divided by 18, there we go, also equals 0.333333. Great, so far we know that they're all equivalent. Right, let's do one more to make it all into small squares. So here we go, I'm going to divide each of these remaining pieces into 2s. And there we go, we've now got 12 pieces that are shaded out of 6 times 6, which is 36. Okay, so that's 12 out of 36. So let's try it, check that that's still 0.33333. So 12 divided by 36 equals 0.33333. Great, there we go, there's the proof. Right, so now remember, we now know all of these fractions are equivalent. But the question we're being asked is to find the fraction in its simplest form. So remember, the simplest form for all of these fractions is 1 over 3, because essentially that is what has been shaded in. A third of the shape is shaded, so that is 1 over 3, no matter how we write it. So remember, the way that we get from these fractions to each other is by multiplying the tops and the bottoms, or dividing the tops and the bottoms by the same thing. So let's take a quick look at some of these. So let's say I'm going from 1/3 to 12 over 36. What have I multiplied both of these by? 12. 1 times 12 is 12. 3 times 12 is 36. So therefore, we can see that we've multiplied both parts by the same thing, and so the fractions are equivalent. Let's have a look at another one. Let's say this time I'm going from 1/3 to 6/18. Okay, so what have I multiplied the 1 and the 3 by to get to 6 over 18? 6. 1 times 6 is 6. 3 times 6 is 18. So these are equivalent. Now let's have a look at 1/3 equals 2/6. What have I multiplied the top and the bottom by this time to get to 2 over 6? Let's have a think. 2. 1 times 2 is 2. 3 times 2 is 6. So therefore we know that all of these are equivalent. Now, what we want to know, and the questions we're going to get given, is we're going to get given a question or a number like 12 over 36, and then we're going to have to work backwards to get back to its simplest form. So let's say I've got 12 over 36 here, and I want to get it to its simplest form. So this means I'm going to have to look for numbers I can divide it by. So if I write down 12 over 36, I can see that both of these are even numbers. So I know straight away I can divide both of these by 2. So I'm going to say 12 over 36 equals 6 over 18. Now I can know that 6 over 18 are both even numbers as well, so I'm going to halve them again. So 6 over 18 can become 3 over 9. Right, now 3 over 9 are not even numbers, so I can't halve them, but I do know that 3 and 9 are both in the 3 times table, so I can divide both of these by 3, 3 divided by 3 gives me 1. 9 divided by 3 gives me 3. So there we go. We've gone from 12 over 36 down to 1 over 3, which is its simplest form. Wonderful. Okay, now let's have a look at some practice questions and see how we'd apply it here. So so here's the first practice question, and it says simplify the fraction 12 over 18. So here we go, we've got 12 over 18. Now remember, as long as we're multiplying or dividing the top and the bottom by the same thing, the fraction is staying the same. So 12 over 18 are both even numbers, so I know that I can halve them both. So 12 over 18 becomes 6 over 9. Right, 6 over 9 aren't both even numbers, but I do know that 6 and 9 can both be divided by 3. So I'm going to do 6 divided by 3, which will give me 2, and 9 divided by 3, which will give me 3. So therefore, 6 over 9 equals 2 over 3. And we're going to have to stop there because there's nowhere else we can go. There's no more common factors for 2 and 3. So we just have to stop. So we've got our solution. So if I have to write 12 over 18 as a fraction in its simplest form, that will be 2 over 3. Right, let's have a go at question 2. Question 2 tells us simplify the fraction 16 over 24. So again, two even numbers, so we can halve them both. So half of 16 is 8, half of 24 is 12. Okay, so we're at 8 over 12. We can halve them again. Halving them again gives us 4 over 6. Halving them again will give us 2 over 3. Right, there we go, 2 over 3 again. So we now know that 16 over 24 is 2 over 3 as a fraction in its simplest form. Let's have a look at question 3. Question 3 says 9 over 27. Right, so this one, we can't halve either of them to start off with. They're not even. But I know that 3 goes into 9 and 3 goes into 27. So if I divide 9 by 3, I get 3. If I divide 27 by 3, I get 9. So therefore, 9 over 27 equals 3 over 9. Can I go again? Yes, I can, because 3 and 9 are both divisible by 3. So 3 divided by 3 is 1. 27 divided by 3, nope. 3 divided by 3 is 1. And 9 divided by 3 is 3. So there we go. 9 over 27 equals 1 over 3. Right, let's try one more question from here. Then we'll try a scenario question, and then I'll leave you on your way. So this question here says simplify 20 over 40. So 20 over 40, you might notice the answer straight away, but I'm still going to do it systematically because there's a good trick with this one. And that is, if the numbers are both in the 10 times table, you can start off by dividing them by 10. So I know instantly that 20 over 40 is going to be 2 over 4 because I've divided both the top and the bottom by 10. Because I should specify, if you can spot how to do this in one manoeuvre, you're welcome to do it in one manoeuvre. I've just been breaking it down because I find that a lot of students like to go piece by piece. So let's have a look here. So we've gone 20 over 40 is 2 over 4. 2 over 4 halves to become 1 over 2. So there we go. 20 over 40 is equivalent to a half. Or 20 over 40 is a half in its simplest form. Right, let's have a look at the scenario question. Okay, here we are. So the first question for this one says, a box contains 15 chocolates and you want to divide them equally among 25 friends. What fraction of a chocolate will each friend receive? Simplify the fraction. Okay, so instantly it's a little bit more confusing because we've got some words there. But basically, if we're sharing 15 chocolates between 25 people, that means we've got our fraction of 15 over 25. So we can write that down. That is our first fraction. So 15 over 25. Now what we've got to think about is, are there any numbers that we can divide this by, the top and the bottom, the same number, that will simplify it. And yes, there is. Both of these numbers are divisible by 5. So if we do 15 divided by 5, we get 3. And if we do 5 divided by 5, we get 5. So 15 over 25 simplifies to 3/5. And there we have it. Right, I will leave you there to practice. Remember to go to crackmaths.co.uk to find loads of sheets. This was tutorial 15, how to simplify fractions, and hopefully I'll see you in another tutorial. Bye!